Hey there, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's your host, Galadon. I do appreciate your time. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today, I was playing my free-to-play account, Galadon Gem, and it's true. I came across a YouTuber, the epic battle of the YouTubers, the last battle of this video. Now, don't skip ahead. We've got some good battles first. I figured I would try out the Royal Giant on my free-to-play account. I leveled it up over time and just thought, well, why not? It's working on my level 13, so maybe it works down here on the level 8. Now, again, I only figure I'm maybe about average, an average player when it comes to Clash Royale, but I thought I'd give him a try every now and then, sometimes dropping him right on the river like this, other times dropping him towards the back and letting that elixir build up and putting other units with him. Right here, the Royal Giant, kind of like those other annoying cards, like the Mortar, the Expo, the Miner, locks right onto the tower after just a few seconds and gets that damage. Very difficult to prevent it getting at least a few hundred hit points off the tower. Now, I was also surprised by the Graveyard, seeing more and more legendary cards now. So you've got the Graveyard here. This guy also has the Lumberjack, so definitely facing a lot of legendaries, and yes, still no legendaries for Galadon Gem. But alright, so we've got about a minute and a half left. As you can see, I've got the Lightning Spell, the Inferno Tower, lots of things to help me out on defense. Gotta try to stop the Lumberjack first, though. The Archers, maybe not the best choice, but it does work out. The Lumberjack falls, and the Rage Spell is wasted. Now, I get that Royal Giant up there, and he gets a few shots off. Tried to throw in the Spear Goblins to try to help him live a little bit longer, and they do eventually take out the Mega Minion. That means the Royal Giant gets in 1 or 2 extra shots. Even the Spear Goblins get a couple of shots in, so that combo worked out really well right there, and we've got our opponent's tower very nearly down as we're just about to go into double elixir. Again, this guy actually has 3 legendaries. I missed mentioning the Inferno Dragon, very irritating card, except for if you've got something like the Skeleton Army, but I'm going to use that again here on the Graveyard. Works out pretty well. The Freeze Spell, so he's trying the Frozen Yard. It does do a pretty good job here. I throw the Archers down, and he's got my tower under 1,000 hit points. Another Lumberjack on the opposite side. That guy's going to pound away at my Royal Giant. Did not get the Mega Minion in there in time. Finally, the Lumberjack, the Royal Giant both go down. The Mega Minion gets some pretty good damage on that Inferno Dragon. I might have been able to leave him here. Instead, I use the Graveyard over here, and that leaves me vulnerable on the other side. Musketeer in the middle. Archers get frozen as well. But again, when you're freezing the counter to a Graveyard, those units are going to get targeted by the skeletons first. So it usually works out that you can prevent the Graveyard from getting too much damage in. Now, time is about to run out, and as you can see, I've got that right tower down to, well, yes, less than a lightning spell, and that is the end of the game. I threw in the good game a little bit early, but I mean, it was pretty much over. We had that lightning spell in our hand for quite a while. All right, let's move on one battle closer to the epic battle of YouTubers. Okay, right here we've got this guy, another level 8. So I'm seeing some level 8s, 9s, and 10s right now at this range. I'm just about at the base of Frozen Peak, I guess you would say, 23 to 2,400 trophies. Again, using the Lightning Inferno Tower Royal Giant Mega Minion deck. And starting out with the Spear Goblins, this time they're not quite going to do so well as the double Wizards are coming after me right here. Lightning Spell worked out pretty well, was able to get both Wizards and the tower, so anytime I can use that Lightning Spell to get 3 separate targets, I am going to use it, and it's almost always going to be what? Yes, a positive elixir trade. So about 2 minutes left, we've got the Archers falling, and it's about time for the Royal Giant action. I let the elixir build up just a little bit higher. Gonna go ahead and drop that Royal Giant right on the river and see if he can't get some damage before he gets countered. So here comes the Royal Giant. Once again, like you saw before, the Spear Goblins trying to get in there, trying to support Archers as well. Splash damage from the Wizard doesn't quite reach them, at least until after the Giant goes down. Gotta stop the Prince from... Okay, the tower got the Prince out of the way. Once again, he's got 2 Wizards. The Musketeer does a great job of wiping both Wizards out with almost no damage at all to that tower. Here, I'm trying to squeeze the Skeleton Army in front of the Musketeer, seeing if she could lock onto the tower. Instead, she's going to take out about half of the minion horde. Not quite enough to prevent damage to the tower, so we drop in the Mega Minion to do the rest of the job. Obviously, he's damaged, or she, or whatever gender the Mega Minion is. It's not going to get to the tower. He knows it, I know it, and the Mega Minion falls. Wait, was that it? Okay, but apparently he didn't know it. He tried to zap the Mega Minion. All right, so here comes this Hog Rider, drawing it off with the Inferno Tower, just patiently waiting for my opportunity to grab another Royal Giant. Now we know this Prince is going to get hit by the Inferno, so we drop in the Goblins first. The Inferno, almost no life left, but it does the job, finishes off the Prince. The Royal Giant is going to lock onto the tower once again. Now the Ice Wizard obviously slowing him down. The Minion Horde, pretty good counter right there. Wiped out my Musketeer. In comes his Hog Rider. I had the Skeleton Army down. The Inferno not in time. That might not have been the best play right there, but the Inferno is eventually going to help out with the Ice Wizard and the Ice Wizard's brother, and maybe the Prince as well. If we can again squeeze something in to eat the charge, we get the Spear Goblins in front of the tower, and that works out beautifully. The Royal Giant on its way to the tower one more time, trying to get support in there. It's just a matter of extending that Royal Giant's life one or two more shots every single round. It's chip damage the old-fashioned way, and eventually we are going to work that tower down. We're into overtime. Got to get it down to under a lightning spell, and one more Royal Giant should do the trick. He is going to get damaged pretty quickly right here, but even with the Mini P.E.K.K.A, he does get a shot in. The lightning spell there took out, again, 2 units, and the tower is going to fall to the Spear Goblins and the Musketeer at the very end. All right, you guys, this is it. The moment you've been waiting for. The epic YouTuber face-off. Here it comes between Galadont Gem and the Ghostcraft YT. That's right, this guy is a YouTuber. I went out and found his channel, and here he is. He's got 25 subscribers, but you know what? Shout out to YouTubers everywhere. You've got to get started somewhere. Apparently, I watched a couple of this guy's videos. I didn't understand a word because he's German, and it sounds like maybe there's a couple of younger gentlemen that are running this YouTube channel. Hey, best of luck to them. If you do speak German, go check out the Ghostcraft YT, and hey, why not throw him a subscription? He's got 25 subs on his way to 25 million, but he does use the Expo and the Sparky and Elixir Collector and the Furnace in the Inferno Tower. So kind of an unusual, hey, we're just going to say this is a YouTuber. He's out hunting for footage that he wants to put in a future video. So he's out there trolling other players as a level 9 with this very unusual deck. But hey, anytime you've got multiple structures down, the ideal target, the ideal setup for a lightning spell. And look at this Inferno Tower. We've got the Crown Tower and the Elixir Collector. 1, 2, 3. There it is, the triple, and good damage getting the tower down to under 1,000 hit points. So hey, I faced other YouTubers before. You know, I faced Chief Pat, I faced Molt, I faced Nick, but never a German YouTuber. So it was fun to find a new YouTuber to face, even though he is probably using one of the least favorite decks that I could ever imagine using. I mean, Siege deck with a Sparky, with a Furnace, and now the Sparky, he did kind of throw me off. Sparky Expo, I mean, that's an intimidating combination by any means right there, you guys. Come on. So the Sparky is going to get a shot off and annihilate my Inferno Tower, but check out the Mega Minion and watch how close this Sparky comes. I'm not going to counter it, going to wait, going to try to save. Oh, man, somehow that Sparky didn't get the shot off. And that was a huge gamble. I did not know that I would be successful there. But check it out again. One more triple hit with a lightning spell and one more shot from the Royal Giant. And this is a 1-0 lead. Looking good as time is counting down. He's got the Expo there. Mega Minion and Royal Giant. The Mega Minion was definitely overkill. The Royal Giant would have been more than enough to counter that Expo right there. And we're just going to let time run out. Throwing down an Inferno Tower just to make sure he can't get to me. He's got that Sparky, but Sparky travels so slowly that you've got to realize that at about 20 seconds left, that Sparky is never going to get to the tower. Another lightning spell, and I just really had the perfect deck to counter this YouTuber's deck. But again, shout out to the German YouTuber, the Ghostcraft YT. Keep grinding, man. You will get there. And the same out to all you guys. And you know what? Let's make this one of those episodes where if you want to advertise your YouTube channel down in the comments, feel free, go right ahead. I'll try to throw in a comment there as well, and maybe I'll get a chance to check you guys out. Shout out to all struggling YouTubers who are making good content. That is the key right there. Quality content. Thank you guys, as always, for checking me out, for sticking around all the way to the end of the video. Please do hit that thumbs up button, subscribe for daily Clash content. I hope to see you all back here again tomorrow for more Full Attacks.
What about mine? I'm a struggling YouTuber.
Peter, try uploading another video first, and then we'll talk.
That's not right.